Hey guys, I'm going to do a video. It's been a little while since I've done one. I kind of let it kind of sit where it's at, and I got Onyx here. He wanted to be a part of it and everything. Got the cat lady shirt on and everything. Of course, I voted. I think you guys know who I voted for. I mean, it's kind of obvious. So if you haven't voted yet, get out and vote. Come on, we got to get it done and everything. If you've got early, voting in your place. But I just want to talk about a few things. I thought, I'm going to do a spirit talk on this one, and then we're going to pull some cards. But I want to pull with light seers because I want to have kind of a light kind of energy. I know a lot of people are, worried this election. Some of you guys are worried, like, if you've been watching the astrologers, like November 3rd, we're going to have a Mars opposition Pluto, which can, yeah, things might get hectic, okay? With people, they may get a little crazy, and stuff. We know that can possibly happen. And I've looked at that and I'm like, I know astrology is very powerful and everything, so there could be some, some craziness and stuff. We can expect no less from the deluded melon, right? But at the same time, there's a lot of positives that are coming on. Kamala Harris versus Trump. There's a lot of moves that he's made that have been really disastrous. The thing with Puerto Rico was disgusting. Anybody who, saw, of course, I didn't watch the entire thing at Madison Square Garden, but to have that comedian up there, and of course, he's denying anything about it. He always does that. We know he knew all about it. But the thing is that I think America is exhausted. A lot of people are, and they want change and everything. And I want to remind you guys, just like I said in the community a minute ago, I posted a photo, is that America has overcome tyranny so many times. Definitely, the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War II. I mean, we managed to do it numerous times, okay, and stuff. We've done it. And so, and there's going to be a point where we look back on history like this will become history, and it's kind of like, what side are you on? And just to talk about a little bit, I had my YouTube channel for a long time. I would just mess around with it or whatever. But what really brought me, to like doing readings on YouTube was when George Floyd happened. Okay. When that happened, I was like, you know what? I need to get out there. I need to start kind of doing some readings. I need to, document. Look how big he is. I need to document some of this stuff and, give some guidance. It's time to do some reads. And then, of course, I've done missing person as well. That's another thing I've been working on, and try to get some messages out with that as well. I've done kind of a little bit of everything, and I'm not sure which direction I'm going to take the channel after the election. We'll find out. I mean, it depends who wins. Though I do feel very strongly that Kamala Harris will. Even though I wasn't going to read the election, Spirit had me read it anyway. Ending with a chariot when Biden dropped out was pretty telling for me. The feminine energy that rose in that reading, and it certainly did. I was right. He would drop out, and I predicted that 8 months before, not just after the debate. I predicted that 8 months before he did. Okay, because I can see, how long ago I did a thing. And then the very last reading I did was, would the cheating be effective? And I actually got a no in the end. Okay, so I know some of you are like, you know what, I'm feeling she's gonna win, but what about the cheating? Is he gonna get away with it? And oh, your breath is bad. Oh, he's doing his best. Um, but I actually felt, I definitely feel that Trump is going to declare victory ahead of time, and then he's going to be disappointed that his plans do not work. That's what I feel. But oh my God, just for America to kind of come down and return to some normalcy, people to get along. But one of the things I want to ask people, if anybody is a Trump supporter, on my channel, who happens, if they happen to see it, is like, there's a lot of people over the last, I guess it'd be 9 years or so, 9, 10, whatever, ever since really 2015, 2016. Um, but there's a lot of people, who ended up supporting Trump who lost people along the way, like their wives might have divorced them. Uh, their kids don't talk to them. Okay. Uh, there's a lot where they just, it's really divided. And one of the big things that Trump said, when he first ran is he was going to build a wall. Okay. He was going to build a wall, and he did. He did. Not the wall between Mexico and America, but between people. Okay? So anytime I've seen him up there talking about that damn wall, it's like I felt that wall. Okay? There are people I had to say goodbye to, over the years. I've had to do it and stuff. And I even have family, my sister and brother-in-law, I haven't talked to them. I haven't talked to them in years, but they're Trump supporters all the way. Okay. And it's unfortunate, and I think my dad kind of, after he fought in two wars, looking down and seeing that. Now she's the stepsister, technically, okay, but or not the stepsister, sorry, she's a half sister, but she wasn't his blood, but he still helped raise her, and to look at that and be like, wow, okay, I know how he feels about this. Trust me, I know how he feels about this election and everything. There's no way he would have ever supported this. Even if he was a Republican, he would have never supported Trump. There's no way he would do it. And he's biting me, so I'm gonna put him down. You gotta go. You gotta go. No. Okay. All right. He doesn't want to go and stuff. Yeah, I ended up getting Onyx last year. He's been a peach and stuff. He's very aggressive. He is my house panther for sure. But, history, I think this is one of the big things, guys. You know, um, Being silent during this time is not an option. We all got to speak out. And even if it's, maybe unpopular among your friends, or you might lose some people or whatever, we got to speak up during this time. We're forced to choose. We're forced to make a choice. And I know sometimes people want to play the middle road. I don't want this to divide us, but it's we've been put in a position, and I feel there's spiritual implications with this that we have to choose. It's light or darkness, guys. That's the way it is and stuff. But yeah, let's check out. I'm gonna try to read with him. Let's just kind of go ahead and kind of see what Spirit has to say. Let's just get Spirit's guidance at this point. Like I said, I've already kind of read the election, but I want this to be kind of a light reading, if at all humanly possible. And everything. And yes, I got the Camel shirt on, you bet, and stuff. Let's kind of see what's going on, what Spirit has to say and stuff. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Now I want you to notice a woman rising. Yes, the women have rose to the occasion. They've been, things happen. Roe versus Wade, rights being taken out. We've got women dying because of this issue, but the women are rising. This is the season of the woman with this energy, and it may very well be women. Now, other groups as well. The Puerto Ricans are going to vote. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. The Latinas are going to vote. Everybody's coming out to vote, LGBTQ and everything. But yes, but women coming in strong and powerful are, like they're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities, and they're rising to the occasion. So one of the things, be confident of that. Women vote more than men. Okay. And he pissed off a lot of women, all right, with everything that's going on and stuff. Now, Seven of Wands is popping up in there reversed. When I see that card, it can be people pleasing. I know some people want to, make everybody happy. They don't want to get into the fray. But Seven of Wands, when upright, is about you got to stand up and stand your ground. You got to stand up for what you believe in. This is not the time to be a people pleaser. We got to come out and we got to speak our mind and speak our truth. And yes, the Lovers is popping up in here. Now, I notice a lot of things coming together. A lot of twins are meeting, twin flames, coming together for a purpose. Now, I know And that's one of the things that they say, when the 3D, 5D Earth splits and all that, a lot of twins come together. It's about ascension. Normally, a twin, they both have a big mission, path, purpose, and, start the awakening process going on. Now, to me, the divine feminine is way ahead of the game, okay, and stuff, and the divine masculines have to catch up. But I've read for a lot of people that have, met their twin authentically, and they're coming together and they're all working on the healing process and finding their path and their purpose and their mission. This is happening. That is a real phenomenon. And let's see what's sitting next to that energy. What is popping up? Six of Swords. One of the things, yes, coming together with this energy, and a lot of 144K energy too, wants to move people away from troubled water. So kind of raising the frequency and getting up there, but to move everybody away from troubled water is a big one. That's what, that's really what the spiritualists want, and that's what they're trying to do. And stuff. We're going to the new earth, guys. But we got the King of Swords reverse. We got crazy people that want to, like the King of Swords, when upright, can be about law and order and truth and justice and all those good things. We got a lot of people wanting to take freedoms away from others and things like that. So we got to stand up and we got to fight that, move away from troubled water. And yes, twins even coming together as part of that, getting with their path, purpose, and mission. But the Five of Swords, nicely, the battle card, is going into the past position. And that's one of the things. Now, notice the difference in the light seers. We've got this one guy, his head is like kind of going nuts. And then we've got this one who's seeing the light. There are people, if it makes you feel better, there are people that are starting to see the light of the situation. They're coming in. There are a lot of light workers. We've had, ever since 2020 especially, massive awakenings are taking place. So be confident in that. It is happening, guys. And stuff. Chariot reverse is popping up. Now, one of the things that is about going forward, getting in alignment with spirit, we're easing into that. Don't worry about the reversal. It is happening. It is happening and stuff. So we want to be on the right side and stuff. And Two of Pentacles. Yeah, we got two choices here. What we're going to go. Hopefully you guys all choose the right thing, doing your best and stuff. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Now, one of the things about that, I feel like, don't worry about the reversal on that, but notice the Queen, she's at peace, she's got the abundance, she understands the earth is sacred. The reversal, obviously one of the big things is also saving the planet. Okay, climate change is a real thing. You guys saw the storms. So this is a big thing about spirit right now, especially ultimately we've got to save the planet. We got to take care of her and stuff. She is at risk. So that's a big thing, that goddess energy and stuff. Let's kind of see in here. We've got Three Cups reverses popping up. And remember what I said in the other, well, if you guys don't know and stuff, that somebody would try to declare victory too soon. They're not going to have a reason to celebrate, okay? And stuff. Now, the High Priestess is popping up in here. You guys kind of don't forget your power, tuning into your intuition. And one of the big things is also focus on the timeline you want to be on. There is power in that and stuff, going through the portal and everything and connecting with the higher self. Oh, I love the fact the devil is reversed here. This is promising. Yes, it's light over darkness and overcoming that and stuff. And Seven of Pentacles reverse and everything, that even if you don't see, and I want you to kind of look at the image, even if you don't feel like people are growing, look below. Okay? People are growing. They are starting to get it. There's a lot, like sometimes we can only see what's on the surface, but not below level. Spirit is working on people all over the world and everything. As I say that, Ace of Pentacles, that growth is there. And what is the outcome card? Oh, the Magician. Oh, what a good card to end with and stuff. And this is one of the things I definitely want you guys, with the Magician card, as above, so below, so within, so without. Do not forget you got the power. My magical people, okay, what timeline do you want to be on? Okay, that's one of the things and stuff. I want you to kind of, when you're doing your thing, you're setting your intent, whether it's working with the moon cycle, working with an eclipse, working with the Lionsgate portal. Hopefully you guys have been doing a little bit of something the whole time, but know that that has an impact, all of it. and stuff. Setting intent. Intent is powerful, and the universe does respond to your intent. Okay, so that's a big thing. And a lot of the light workers are trying to be like, yep, we got a 3D, 5D, raise the frequency to get to that plane that you want to be on, that reality. It's like when Bashar, I love listening to him when he talks about the two trains, and you know, you could kind of bounce back and forth between them, but inevitably they're going to go like this, and it's going to be a lot harder to hop from one timeline to another. Okay, so we want to be on the right train. He's absolutely right. You do have the ability. So one of the things, even going in meditation and visualize the timeline that you want to be on. Okay, it can be very powerful. And the version, like, I'm going to slip into the version of me on that timeline. I'm going to kind of do that. And sometimes I feel like that's what I did, definitely. I'm a little slimmer now than before. I definitely have gone into a different version of myself. I feel very different now than the way I was, like, even early last year. I'm completely different. But I knew I had to kind of rise to the occasion, so to speak, to be prepared for this. Let's pull from the Messengers of Spirit. This is a really good deck that I found, and everything, just kind of sum up some things here. But yes, know you have the power. And very interesting, last night I went to this yoga studio, and it was for the new moon in Scorpio night. It was a big day, especially landing the new moon landing on November 1st, the Day of the Dead. And so we kind of set our intentions. We had little vials. We would write our intent, things we want to manifest, wrap it up in a little tiny scroll. We sealed it with candle wax. So I've got it sitting on the altar, my intent. And then we did some yoga poses and things to kind of bring about that energy. But it was a very powerful session. And that was one of the things that the teacher that was running this was saying, you have the power. Okay, she was like, you are not powerless, you got to invoke that power to make that happen. So I definitely wrote a lot of intents, and what kind of my intent that I wrote on there is the timeline that I wanted to be on and everything, and I kind of wrapped it all up, you know, certain things I want from that timeline. I slip into that, and it's sitting on the altar. So, and I'm going to be burning a lot. So with some of you, career, are you in alignment with your career, your path, your purpose? Now this is a lot of, you know, why twins are coming together. Are you with your path, your purpose? One of the things to awaken them on. And I do need to talk about that more. But I've got a lot of seers that watch this channel, and it says you are seeing things clearly. Okay, so there, you know, if you've been kind of like, am I seeing it right and everything? Nope, nope, you're seeing it clearly. Now, this is interesting. Spiritual relationships and contracts rebalance karma. If there are certain contracts I've talked about that it's like, are we done? Okay, you could cut them anytime. Okay, if like for karmic relationships and various things, I read for a lot of people that are in karmic relationships, like once the light bulb goes off, that's the reason why they're in the spin. There are some of them still got to spin, they're really working it out, and others finally are like, yeah, this is my wake up call, this is going nowhere, and then they're like, yeah, I'm out of it and everything. We, you know, once we've learned the lesson, let's go. As I say that, the phoenix, surrender to transformation and rebirth. That's what we're aiming. And I do not underestimate the power of your healing and your transformation, raising the vibration of the entire planet. It does. It does. Everybody that does it creates a momentum. Sacral chakra, you are worthy, reassess what you value. Sacral chakra, of course, men have it as well, but in a woman is very powerful, connected to the womb. An inspired action, take inspired action now. No waiting around and stuff. Go for what you want and stuff. Loved one in spirit, and they are definitely the spirit, you know, anybody that's past, mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers are reaching out, definitely trying to support us during this time and everything. But I've also got the card receive. That's one thing we don't want to forget. When we ask, we want to be open to receive. Abundance is yours. Allow yourself to receive. I feel, even though it could get challenging, I do feel an energy that has gotten positive, in the sense a lot of people are waking up. That's the one thing. Like sometimes I know there's a lot of people asleep. I know. Okay. But at the same time, I see a lot of people awakening, a lot of people coming together, a lot of people rising up and everything. And they're doing away with these, old ways, old things with religion and stuff like that. I know there's still some that are lagging behind. That's really what it is. They're lagging behind. But then there's a lot of people that are waking up and they're realizing, that spirit has been within them all along. You've got the power within you. I do hope this helps. And yeah, let's, pray hard for America and the right thing to be done.